Well, at least 2,000, 2,500.
In your opinion, how much do you deserve per month for the work you do?
A minimum of, there are places that give you €1,000.
From an entrepreneurship perspective, doing business here in Cagliari, what will salaries be like here in Cagliari?
Should we expect a situation similar to what we saw in the Palermo video or not? I'll get straight to the point.
How are the wages here in Sardinia for seasonal workers? Who in this video will have the highest salary of all? And instead, who will be the one, alas, to have the lowest salary of all?
The salary is very basic, just $1,100.
Get ready to discover numbers, stories and surprises, because today in Cagliari we'll find out how much do Italians earn. My name is Fabio Marcione and I travel around Italy asking Italians questions about money. Why? Because it's rarely discussed. It's no coincidence that Italy is among the last countries in Europe for financial literacy. With my videos, I want to make it normal to talk about money and help people take control of their finances. So let's start right away with a problem we had making this video, because we didn't know that Cagliari was all uphill.
A little bit downhill. It depends on where you are.
And since when we make videos, we usually walk like 25,000 steps in a day, here that would mean doing at least half of them uphill.
We'll get some cardio in.
But now let's start with the interviews. Obviously, before we do that, subscribe to the channel. In the restaurant business?
Yes.
Okay, so just for the summer, right?
Summer, possibly a few extra shifts if needed.
All right. How long have you been doing this?
About 4 or 5 years.
Okay, I'll get straight to the point. How are the wages here in Sardinia for seasonal workers?
In my opinion, they're quite tight. For outsiders, it varies, but prices rarely increase much. Especially when maybe there's not much experience, but they don't tend to go overboard.
Of course.
They always keep it low-key.
Can you give me a figure, I don't know, hourly or monthly, that you experience, or just to have an idea?
It's more seasonal than hourly. We're discussing monthly rates. But around 1,200, it also depends on the place where you work.
What do you do for a living?
In the summer, I work as a parking attendant in front of a beach in San Teodoro. I'm from San Teodoro.
Ah, nice, San Teodoro.
Yes, very much.
Possibly one of the most beautiful beaches. And instead, in winter, do you stop working?
In winter, it depends. If something comes up, I do it.
Do you manage a bit?
For university, yes.
Okay, since you're still studying.
Yes.
Great. Are you satisfied with your salary or hours as a parking attendant?
Yes. Yes, absolutely, yes. Paid fairly, the hours are right, we work the right amount of hours.
How much could it be, more or less? How much can a parking attendant earn here?
1,400, but even more if you have a good day.
Ah, luckily we found some flat areas, so I think we'll mostly hang around those. Otherwise, I'll do interviews out of breath, which isn't a good idea. And after interviewing two young guys, let's hear what someone with a bit more experience has to say. And what do you do for a living?
Well, I work at the port in a cleaning company. Basically, I don't mind it, but maybe the salaries could be just a little bit higher.
A little bit higher.
Yeah, that's right. Because the hourly wage is always just a little bit.
I'll get straight to the point.
It's pretty low.
What is the hourly or monthly wage for a job, more or less?
The average hourly wage is about 7-point-something cents. Gross, of course.
So you were telling me you are a pharmacist?
Employee.
Employee.
Yes, collaborator. For more than 30 years.
And so that's quite a long tenure.
Exactly, in every sense. And I repeat, we're trying to get a contract renewal that hasn't happened in several years. And for being graduates and having the responsibility that comes with our role, I assure you that it's a really meager salary.
Really meager? Would you like to share roughly the salary range?
I work 31 hours a week, not 40, and don't make 1,800.
It doesn't reach 1,800.
And I graduated when I was 24 years old.
So I work at the refinery at Salaries.
Okay, and you?
I work in a chemical laboratory of a company, of a business.
So, like a drug company?
Chemical field.
Chemical field, but you're a worker, right, as a job?
Office worker.
Office worker. And what about you?
Office worker.
Me too.
Both office workers. How long have you been working?
I've been working for 26 years.
Always at the same company?
Yes.
14. Happy with pay, work, hours and all?
Let's say that.
Is the salary so-so?
It could be. No, the salary is actually fine.
Well, no, I'm not complaining, let's say.
There's not much free time.
Why does he work so many hours?
I'm away from home for hours, driving 75 miles daily.
Round trip?
Round trip.
Oh wow, I know what that means.
Let's just say that the free time is limited, so
That's kind of how it is, that's it.
it affects your life.
Okay, as for salary, roughly how much does a position like yours pay? Here in Sardinia?
2,200, something like that.
Okay, net, that's fine. And you? Yes, what about you?
More or less.
We're more or less the same.
I'm at university.
Damn.
I'm a university student, but he works.
You work at a pizzeria? What do you do? Pizza maker? Assistant? How long have you been there?
Now, assistant. Before I started at the counter, but for a year now, I've been an assistant pizza maker.
Great, you've advanced in your career. Do you enjoy the job?
Yes, I like it.
Great. And how long have you been doing it? So?
The job?
Yes. Since when did it start?
For 6 years now,
6 years.
after 2019 when I started.
Great. Are you satisfied with the job, the pay in general, with your work?
Very well, honestly. I've never had any problems.
How many hours do you work a day?
It depends on the day. For example, I work 4.5 days, sometimes in the morning and evening.
Yes, the split shifts?
Split shifts, then 2.5 days off.
Wow, having 2.5 days off is great. About how much do you make at your job?
At the beginning, 1,000, you know? And then up to 1,500.
You're at about 1,500 now as an assistant cook or pizza maker. Great, come on, what's your job?
I'm a waiter, bartender. In this industry, salaries aren't very high.
How many years have you been doing this job?
It's been almost 15 years.
Ah, wow, so that's quite an experience.
I mean, before we were much further behind. Back then, there was really a lot of very, very indiscriminate exploitation. Now, for better or worse, in some places they treat you a little better. But
how much can the salary vary? Working in the dining room or with a job like yours?
at the minimum, there are places where they give you 1,000 euros.
Maybe when you start.
When you start, yes, but even when you go further, yes, sometimes it's even worse.
Even lower.
Yes, yes, yes.
You do the same job too.
More or less that, the salary.
I understand. We're talking about full-time anyway.
Yeah, full-time is even worse, exactly, full-time. Someone who maybe has been doing it for a while, for some time, for a few years.
Yes, of course.
He also expects to be
Yes.
in other words, to be hired and paid for his skills.
But how much do people think they deserve? What is the ideal salary according to them? Don't worry, because we'll talk about this later. I want to chat with a construction entrepreneur who has a company in Cagliari. What do you do? Construction. Are you self-employed? Got it.
So I can't help you with what you're asking for.
Okay, no, but maybe I can ask you more or less how much a bricklayer's salary could be here in Sardinia. I know, well, it varies.
It depends on the qualifications someone might have. It depends on what kind of work you do if you find the tile fund.
When do you start? I don't know, for example, how much it could be a full-time.
Full-time. A guy who starts something like this, not around 1,100, 1,200 euros, not more than that.
Entrepreneurship side, doing business here in Cagliari, here in Sardinia. How many years have you had your company?
10, 15 years.
Okay, so quite experienced.
Yes.
How is it?
Yes, there are times when you can make good money, times when you can work, but generally speaking, you have to roll up your sleeves. It's not like it used to be, when maybe the entrepreneur had workers and went around the construction sites.
Work just came pouring in without you having to do anything?
Now you must get involved, oversee everything, and monitor all expenses.
Of course, because
you're always tight on resources.
But what do the official data say about the salaries in 2025?
We're stuck right now. We're searching.
You're searching, both of you. If not for work, what do you do?
We were staying in a hotel before.
In a hotel? How? Rooms? Front desk?
I managed the conferences and he helped with the rooms.
I worked up to the floors, but the salary was very low, 1,100, very basic.
1,100 for full time.
Yes, 40 hours a week. It's tourism, so you don't get Sundays off or anything.
Of course. Yes. And anyway, is there a period when you're off, or did you work all year round?
All year round?
I used to work seasonally, but there I worked year-round for a year and a half.
Okay, and you, more or less, what kind of salary were you able to get?
It was 40 hours a week. After I skipped a couple of levels, I was making 1,500.
After how many years?
After 8 years.
Seniority level.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's a field that's still a bit behind with salaries. They need to be updated. In fact, they updated them not long ago, I think.
But with the new national labor agreement, it only increased by 100 euros.
Yeah, well, the usual. Okay. So are you looking now?
Yes, I think we'll return to it soon, hopefully before summer.
What? There you go. Exactly, you want to change fields. What have you thought about to solve it?
I was also thinking a bit about working in a warehouse, a lot actually, since I don't have a diploma. I mean, it's not that I'm just settling, but I'm not aiming too high either. That's it.
Okay. What about you?
I don't know. Since I have experience organizing things, so either an event agency or I'd also be fine with a secretary job, anything really.
Do you want to keep going down this path?
Yes, but not in tourism?
But not in tourism. Are you unemployed? No, you're a mom, right? That's a great job.
Me too.
Wow, so there you go.
We don't work.
You don't work now. Did you do something before? What was it?
Yes, let's say that salaries are more or less there in some places and higher in other places.
What's the average salary in Cagliari?
With overtime, you could reach 1,600. It also depends on the job, of course.
Of course. Do you have any examples for me? Maybe something you've tried yourselves or...
I've worked both as a hairdresser and as a waitress. Let's say that as a waitress, you might earn a little more.
About 1,600 maybe?
No, let's say it's around that amount. Maybe a hairdresser has to work a bit more to reach that amount as an employee.
So, 40 hours a week, 1,600 is the salary.
And that's it, not even more, maybe with some extras.
Okay.
It can be reached. Obviously, it's also true that there are some job offers where that's not the case.
Now let's try to understand how much people think they deserve as a salary, but not just for the hours they work. This also applies to professionalism and their experience.
In your opinion, how much do you deserve per month for the work you do, not just for the time?
It's not just about my work, but about balancing it. With high living costs and inflation, it's not even...
Very good, exactly. That's where I wanted to get to.
That's it, because it might be fine if things didn't go up every day, so...
Of course. How much would you like as a salary?
But it depends if things stabilize. Oh God, for the time I spend. 1,000 euros would be fine, but if prices keep rising, 1,000 euros will always have the same value.
Less and less.
Less and less, yes.
I'm not saying a lot, but at least 500 euros more.
Okay, so staying around 2,300 or 2,200.
About 2,300 to 2,400. Also, because not all graduates have that kind of salary. All graduates.
Yes, no, I understand that someone who has invested in himself for so many years. Exactly.
Time.
And money, of course.
My parents allowed me to study.
Yes, it must be. It can't be nice.
By the way, keep in mind that there was also the transition between the euro and the lira.
Of course.
Anyway, even there, not just in my field, I repeat, here we're talking about a general problem anyway.
Yes.
Instead, he doesn't care about this either.
In your opinion, what should a deserved salary be? Just to say. I mean, the fair amount, without wanting to ask for too much, but the fair amount for the work that maybe you do, or you do?
At least 1,600, just to pay the rent, the bills. Then, of course, included. Also, in our sector, we have the 13th and 14th month pay and severance pay.
Yes, with the 14th month pay.
Severance pay, 13th month pay, they include them in your salary as if nothing happened.
Ah, so those situations exist too.
Then maybe you make 1,400 somewhere, but if you take away all these things...
Yeah, sure, a little. They make you think you're getting a bit more, but in the end, they've just spread it out. For you, instead, how much should the salary be?
Yes, for me it's the same. Minimum.
Another thing I asked the people of Cagliari is, in their opinion, how much would a family need to live well in this city to live here in Cagliari? In your opinion, how much should a family, maybe of 4 people, earn to live well?
Well, quite a lot, because Cagliari is a rather expensive city, both in terms of rent and if you want to buy a house, it's particularly expensive. Food also, in short, has a significant impact. How much should they earn? Definitely more than 2,000 euros.
A family must earn over 2,000 euros.
In my opinion, yes.
So, like 2,500, that would be enough for a family of 4.
You also need to consider if they have a mortgage. Most of us now have a mortgage, rent, or similar expenses. But Cagliari has become a very expensive city.
And in your opinion, how much should a family of 4 in Cagliari earn to live comfortably? You mean both spouses work, right?
Yes, both spouses work. How old are the kids?
Let's say average, like elementary school.
If you own your home and don't have a mortgage, you can live on $2,500 in elementary school.
No mortgage? What happens with a mortgage?
With kids starting high school.
Yeah, I know.
We run into it?
I have daughters who are 17 and 16. Exactly.
So no.
And that's where it starts to get challenging.
They still want to play sports, and you can't deny them that. Otherwise, they'll just end up in front of tablets and similar things.
Of course.
And they need to go out.
Go out.
Exactly.
I'm not telling you what it means to keep them out. First one, then the other.
Last question. In your opinion, how much do you need to earn to live well in Cagliari? Maybe in your case, or family?
A family.
To feel good.
At least 2,000 to 2,500.
2,000, 2,500. Okay.
Maybe even more.
Yes, more?
It depends on the lifestyle that a person has. But to really feel secure, a family might even need more than 2,000.
Yes, yes, yes.
A family of 2, maybe a family of 3.
Yes, it depends on the needs.
Older boys have more expenses.
Yes. No, as she says, it depends. What does being well off mean to each person?
Yes. Well, of course, that everyone has their own standard of living.
Of course, their own things. Thank you. And what do you think about living in Cagliari?
Here in this area, like where we are now, it's quite expensive.
It's expensive.
Expensive, yes, yes, yes. Like rent, the general rate for utilities, water, and so on.
Of course, I understand. And in your opinion, a family of any size, like here in Cagliari, how much should they earn to live well?
Both the husband and wife should work. By family, we mean a husband and wife, or with 2 small children. Around 4,500 euros should be enough to get by, not to live extravagantly or to take a vacation every year just to get by.
In the end, Cagliari is much like other major Italian cities. Guys, that's all from Cagliari. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you around.